My wife and I wanted to downsize from our 4-bedroom house to a smaller 3-bedroom house and stay in the same area of North Finchley. We contacted a number of agents, and we finally selected Martin Gerard because they were professional, they were local, and we got on well with Craig and his team. In fact, they sold our existing house and helped us buy the house that we're now in. And this happened about maybe 5 weeks ago. But indeed, the whole process was really quite quick and quite efficient, because we put our own house on the market in April and purchased this one on the 8th of August. And Craig and his team did a fabulous job in helping us move quite quickly. What was important for us amongst the various agents who came to visit us, and there were about 4, was that in fact Craig was very realistic about the type of price that our house was likely to gather. Some of the agents had what now appears to be inflated prices, and some were way too low. So I think one of the differentiating points for us choosing Martin Gerard was Craig being really quite realistic about the eventual price that we would get for the house that we've just sold. Another differentiating point was, quite frankly, Craig's local knowledge. He had far better local knowledge, as I judged and my wife judged, than the other agents who came along. He was also personable, but not pushy. And so he left a lot of the consideration to ourselves. In fact, it was me who went back to him and said, Craig, we'd like you to manage this sale and eventual purchase. You know, when I look back at the process of selling our house and purchasing this house, and the fee that was charged by Martin Gerard, which was an average fee, I guess, given the service, the speed, the skill, the knowledge, and the fact that we're very happy in the new house and very happy with the price we got for the old house, I have to say, looking back, that Martin Gerard were really excellent value for money in comparison with others. Something that I found fascinating was how Martin Gerard marketed this property. They came along and looked at, of course, the old house, as I call it now, and a photographer came by and took some pictures. They were realistic, but they certainly showed the old house in a positive light. And I was frankly very pleased with those pictures. And this must have helped the eventual sale of the house. Looking back, the 3 things that I guess impressed me about Martin Gerard was Craig and his team, which includes Fatmir, Ben and the lady in the back shop, knowledgeable, personable and kind and attentive. The local knowledge that Craig and his team had and Martin Gerard have, and essentially the efficiency with which they went about their business. This was quite a lengthy chain of houses being bought and sold. I think there were about 6 properties in our chain, and Craig and his team moved them through and us through this process efficiently, I think, and reliably. So they took away a lot of the pain that can sometimes come with having chains of houses, both top and bottom, on the line. So I think these would be the 3 things. Many people can communicate well and be efficient, but what put Martin Gerard and Craig and his team perhaps above and beyond is the amount of time he took to communicate with us, and the amount of time that he and his team took to go through the chain and ensure that other people were playing their part in buying and selling houses. So I really felt that his knowledge of the chain, knowledge of the local area, knowledge of this business was outstanding. So if I was to pick anything that was above and beyond, it's the pushing and the shoving and the elbows that he used to get the job done. Another point I really want to make is that Martin Gerard and Craig and his team went quite beyond the normal transactional aspect of the business. I got the feeling they cared, and I believe that they did care. Certainly I personally and my wife struck up a good relationship with Craig, and that may be continued. But I think the important thing to say is that Craig and his team and Martin Gerard really were beyond what you would normally expect and left us with a very good feeling about the process. It's rare that a sale and purchase process for homes leaves a happy taste in the mouth, but this one actually did. We were very pleased with what Martin Gerard and Craig and his team had done, and we felt happy about it. So they went again, as I've said before, above and beyond. They cared. You know, I'm a busy guy. I'm a businessman that many people are out in this world trying to make an honest dollar. And I have given up my time, part of my morning, to do this testimonial because, quite simply, I believe that Martin Gerard deserve it. And I think that Craig and his team deserve this testimonial too. I recommend them to whoever might see this video as excellent estate agents and people themselves.